Welcome to the Dawghouse, or welcome back to the Dawghouse. My name is Jessica, and if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Today's video is going to be really neat because I have this opportunity to show you guys the very beginnings of a dog intro. I have a new face here at the Dawghouse, and it's Belle, little Belle, who's not very little. She's very big. Hey, can you look up at the camera? She's not camera savvy just yet. So Belle's here for about 3 weeks. She belongs to a really good friend of mine and her husband. They both they went on vacation today. So Belle's here for a few weeks while they're out of town, and while she's here, it's gonna be kind of like a structured pet sitting situation. It's not like I'm not training Belle for anything. She doesn't live with cats, so she's not super used to them, but she's kind of seen them, she's smelled them, she's seen them run away, she's probably tried to chase a few. Being a cat that has a couple of cats running around inside and out, we definitely want to keep, she's just gonna lay down. I definitely keep a good eye on her for now when she's out of her kennel. So, and she's also kennel trained. Something I think every dog, I don't care, should be kennel trained. She's almost 2 years old. She's a spayed female English Mastiff, we think, and possibly a little Great Dane. She's a little taller and like leggier than the normal Mastiff. Being a young girl, a young insecure girl, it's come with some issues. So I'm trying to keep an eye on her right now. She's behind me though. So that's a part of having a new dog. There you go. A new dog in your house is you gotta watch them. Like, she doesn't have complete freedom. Like, obviously, if she goes even out of my view around the fridge, I'm like aware and like looking, and maybe call her back after a minute. So, hi. Oh, it's a little dark on that mask of yours. So she is fitted with her e-collar. That is my way of having basically a leash here, just in case, for safety reasons of any sort. She's not a counter surfer, but she's really tall, so she actually does reach the counter, and I've caught her sniffing it a couple of times. And then the other thing is, of course, those little guys who are very brave, as some of you might have seen in another video. I actually started her out by herself. It was just her and I. We took a walk together. I let cats out while she was in a kennel. They hung out. She seemed to be fine with them. First, I walked her around the house, and then I let her drag the leash around the house with me. And right now I have her, she's doing really well. She's not a bad dog. She's just, I'm going slow with her. She can get overwhelmed really quickly. She has the traffic leash on the prong right now, just in case I want to just grab a leash really quick. And then of course the e-collar. So that's how that's how I start with new dogs in the household. Belle, you just gonna go sleep? Belle. Hey. Okay. It's already been a day. All right, so I brought out Gunner and Grim, and Belle is actually away right now. Little dogs are not going to be a part of this for the first few days. I have a really good setup here where I can actually rotate dogs, which is why I wanted to start offering a couple of my friends this kind of thing. Not only do I have my dogs dressed appropriately for an introduction like this, like I said, e-collars, she's on a prong and leash, but also she's got basically dinner in here in my treat bag. So basically the next few days will be Jessica running around the house with Mastiff slobber, dog hair, and kibble in a pouch. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get Belle, and I'm gonna walk her. I'm just gonna walk her through the dogs. Now I know my two are gonna stay where they're supposed to be. So I can trust them to chill so I can walk a nervous dog around them for her benefit. And theirs. It's always good for them. So she's already showing like she's not even super aware of them, which is great, which is fine. Learning to be around dogs is socializing, basically. At first, this is the beginning part. It's not taking her to a dog park and letting her off leash to just figure it out. This is properly how to socialize. Now, not every situation is gonna be like this. Sit. Good girl. And she's farting. That's good. Oh, to have Mastiff farts back in the house. Good girl. So they're staying where they're supposed to be. She knows, I mean, she does know they're there, but she's definitely more, she's also focused on dinner. Huh, it's not even dinner time yet, I don't think. Good. The reason why I'm feeding her with kibble, like feeding her kibble out of here is because, well, look how focused she is now on me, somebody she really doesn't know. I took my time with her. I'm not going to push her. She's already, so basically it's just walking through the dogs. Come on. Now I will practice a little bit more. This is just to do an introduction to see if I can let them kind of be. And so now she's smelling a cat off camera. Good job. She focused right back on me. That's good. I want to really see, obviously, like, can I have her in the house with at least Grim and Gunner right now, and we'll move on to other stuff. We've got a few weeks to figure it all out, don't we, Bella? And you're focusing on the treat pouch, which I don't really care for. My kitty's in your bed. I'm sorry. Sit. Funny enough, her down command is sleep. Just go sleep. Good girl. Which is just kind of funny, but hey, that's it, huh? Oh. I'm glad my other dog's gonna get up. She's pretty cute. She's a good girl. So the next step here is going to be having the other two get up, go to her. Grim is actually neutral with other dogs. He's not just neutral. A lot of times he just doesn't care, which is how I want him. He will eventually play. He's used to little dogs. He will like play with a little dog. So with the big dogs, he takes a second to get more comfortable with them, but he's very respectful of, I think he picks up on their energy, obviously. Like he can pick up that she's nervous. So he respects that. Gunner, on the other hand, might not be super respectful. So we'll see. And that's why he's wearing a knee collar as well. Because if I feel like he's putting too much pressure on her, I need to back him off. So she will learn that, you know, if she's feeling nervous, that it's not going to be pushed past her threshold. We'll start in here and then we'll go outside and see how they do. We are going to use the muzzle. I'm going to put her muzzle on her. I did try it out earlier. I know she's conditioned to it, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't like a super stressful thing for her, or a negative. It wasn't a negative thing in her life. So I definitely tried it out already earlier without the dogs, and she's fine with it. It seems like, I mean, she doesn't like love it, but it doesn't make her even more nervous. Let's get it going. All right, so this is her muzzle that she came with. It's very similar to Baskerville, which is very easy to find on Amazon, but any of this style basket muzzle is what I prefer, especially if it's like a long term or just, it's less stressful. The nylon cloth or whatever that like close the mouth completely, those are for like very temporary, come here, very temporary uses like trimming nails, grooming, the vet visits or something like that. Definitely not a safe. I'm gonna slip it on. Good girl. She already, it's like she knows her muzzle. Tail is still wagging. The reason why I like these ones the best is because if you see here, this whole opening, she can actually drink and I can feed her through that. Still very aloof. Good girl. We're gonna go outside. I'm gonna release my dogs first. Grimmy, okay. He kind of shoulder checked her just a little. That's okay. So what I'm looking for, I'm watching her behavior. She obviously is a little bit, she's uncomfortable, which is fine. I'm not gonna really allow her to do this, to be too insecure and like up on me a little bit. And so Grim comes in, kind of not super quick, not super pushy. He's, you know, I feel like he comes in a little bit like, I just want to smell you, girl. He's curious, which is good. Oh no, she felt comfortable to stay laying down, which is neat. The tail's still going. Grim kind of actually moves away, so which is fine, which is very respectful. Okay, I'm gonna smell butts. Again, like I said, a lot of times this isn't gonna happen. I already know my dogs that I'm working with, and I have her safely on a leash and everything else. This is why tools are so good. Everybody gets to be safe and comfortable. So I am going to have Gunner's remote collar ready because I am going to release him, but I don't want him to be too pushy, so we'll just see how he does. And this is definitely a smaller area than you would want. That's why I'm just doing really quick just to see what she does when those dogs move. That's my biggest thing. I'm not trying to have them have like a play date in here. I will definitely give them more space, but I just want to see how she's reacting to them moving. Gunner, okay. And Graham already put himself back in place. So she got a little stiff, which is not the worst thing. She was just kind of like, and he was still like persistently going for her face. It was very quick, but I could see that he was still like trying to persist. So I did actually just vibrate him a little bit, and he was just like, all right, I guess I'll back off. Now, if she was to get any more, like, she was just a little bit tense, which was fine. She was uncomfortable, so if she's allowed to be uncomfortable, I'm not going to correct her for being uncomfortable, but she's smelling, that's good. She's curious. And so I'm glad that Gunner is calmly, he allowed her to sniff. He didn't just like jerk back to sniff back. For anybody that's curious, this is balanced. This is balanced. We've got ways to say no, we don't like that, and ways to say yes, you're doing really good. You gotta have both. Right, Gunner? Gunner actually doesn't care. He's like, run me over with a car and I will still love you. Okay, so this was good. Let's take it outside. All right, it's time to go out. She's already sitting. She's already got that kind of foundation built in. Wait, everybody has to wait. Grim, Gunner, Belle. We've got some kitty distractions. And of course, now we've got excited boy dogs. Tail's neutral. But yeah, that was good that she gets to walk through kitties. And of course, Gunner's gonna be like that. And they're up and moving and minding their own business, which I kind of knew would happen. So what I am actually gonna do, and I know she's not dog aggressive. She does live with another small dog. And she's played with 2 other big dogs, one being a German Shepherd as well. I'm gonna leave the muzzle on for now, but I did take her off the leash. I feel like she's a little distracted with her muzzle right now, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it on for another few moments actually and see how she does. So it's a really big deal that there's not a lot of like baby talk and all that all that stuff while this is going on. That can actually trigger anxiety. It can, so it triggers excitement, which can trigger some other things. We just don't do that. Definitely not recommended. Gunner! Wanted to see how she felt with him walking this way. Now he's peeing. And she went behind me, but I'm gonna move. The biggest thing with like doing dog socials or like getting dogs together like this is keeping them moving. You walk, they walk. Grim, come. Gunner, you're too much. Belle. So right there, she was listening to something on the outside of the fence. I didn't really want her to. She didn't need to. She was probably gonna start barking. So here's Gunner. Getting a little bit in her space. She doesn't mind too bad. Okay, now we got a little butt sniff. Good. Good job. Calm, good. This doesn't mean that, like, even if I did take the muzzle off now and she still acted this way, which she probably would. She's got a nice little tail. It's not dominant, but it's confident. It's not tucked or up. There's been 0 hackles all day. She's very good. Because she's acting like this, super neutral and calm right now with these 2, doesn't mean that, like, we could just go in the house now and it's done. This is still going to be days of obvious supervision, rotating dogs, making sure she's not getting too overwhelmed. This is still flooding with guidance. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that term, but that's what this is. Just kind of like letting things like approach her and happen and get exposed. But I'm here with her communicating in ways that she can understand.
Okay, so the next step that we're gonna do, sorry about this angle, I'm using the fire pit, is taking the muzzle off. Same rules apply. Good girl.
I do not suggest somebody that's not familiar with handling dogs do anything like this. Introduce. Good, we're pottying. That's good. Again, she's not dog aggressive, but she is a big dog. Has a little history of being insecure and reactive, so that's okay. Well, it's not okay, but it's, we're aware. Grandma, you look good in that sun. Yeah, boy. I know this is their yard, but that actually doesn't matter as much as people think. So I have Gunner here approaching. Okay, good. Tiny interaction, then they parted ways. That's very good. Let's keep moving. I'm sorry, I have to watch, obviously. This isn't just making videos, this is actually happening real time. So, bear with us. Anyways, oh, there she got a little nervous for the sound that she associated with Grim, but that was fine, she recovered. So now that Grim's there, I'm gonna grab his leash. Let's get everybody going. Grim, come! Good, deal with it. Oh. Grim! Oh, now we're playing. Okay. Well, there we go. Grim. I do have to watch Grim. But this is what happens. That was out of nowhere. She's a little weird with Gunner's personality. I'm gonna get my knees taken out. This is actually pretty awesome. Grim. So that is Grim's way of playing, but it can be very pushy and taken wrong by a strange dog. So I'm going to chill him out. Well, maybe she likes Gunner. Look at that. That was some real ass time right there. Okay. Oh gosh, of course they're just gonna follow. Ugh. Wow. Oh wow, okay. Again, we're loose, so I'm allowing a little bit of this. We have hackles, but we're aroused and excited. So, big deal right here. Enough! Enough! So, Belle doesn't know that word. She got to learn it just now. That's how that works. Good job! Well, that was nice. I mean, I really don't want you guys getting super dirty. You all just had a bath and my house is clean. But that was good. Well, that was a good first little session. Good job, Belle. God, how that's gonna be hard. Good job. Oh, see? That's okay. She's a little insecure about it. That's fine. Grim. We're running around being social, but I'm also trying to make sure everybody gives each other enough space. This is great. It's pretty hot. I'm sweaty. Gunner? Boy, he was digging for some cat poop. I saw that. Good job. Let's go inside. It's hot. This camera's probably going to overheat soon. Good boys and girl. Let's go, Belle. All right, we're back in the house. Checking out things again. She's not on a leash yet. Everybody just had some water. We're hanging out. Oh, Mastiff drool is going to be everywhere. That's okay. We're used to it, right? It's called the Dawghouse for a reason, huh? Come here, Belle. Good girl. So she kind of comes, but Gunner's right here, so she's just like, I don't want to be that close to that fool, which is fine. I will not be introducing any of the other dogs today to her. Again, she's only been here for a few hours. I don't want to overdo it. I've got 3 weeks to allow her to get comfortable. All right, see that? Closed the mouth at first and then opened a lot faster than before, which was great. Good. That's Belle's bed. Chucky. Hello, Kisa. Chucky.
That's not your bed. It belongs to that big dog.
Of course, Chucky's first thing was to go up to the kennel when Belle was in it and stick his arm in there. And I was like, oh, no. So the kennel actually was here when she first got here. I was going to let her be in the living room and everything. Her bed's here and everything. And obviously she's here and she'll be on a leash and whatnot. But she does have her kennel now in the spare bedroom. So she can have her own little area. It's quiet. So when she does have her own time, it's her own time. And there's not going to be any kittens sticking their fingers and arms through her cage bars, making her uncomfortable. You're a big girl. You're actually, I mean, you're not the biggest dog ever, but like, you look so big right now on camera, Belle. Belle! Okay, I think we're done for today. So yeah, that was just a little introduction of Belle and a little, you know, just showing you guys like how I introduced new dogs to my dogs, to my house. I mean, this isn't just for the dogs. This is her being introduced to my house and the way I run my house. So I think it's very important, and it's not just because she's an adult dog, but I think it's very important to do very similar things with a new puppy. No free roaming. Grandma, it's not that bad, okay? You're gonna breathe like that. Just pant. Dum-dum. All right, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Gunner's just gonna sit here because he knows I have a treat bag on, so he's just gonna do this. So this is gonna be a little mini series of Belle here at the Dawghouse and her little stay here for her structured pet sitting. See you guys in the next video, and maybe it'll be the one where we introduce the little dogs. They'll be introduced later on. Not today. I'm gonna go ahead and start rotating dogs again, because that's what I do. And so she'll go have some time in her kennel. And then, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.